Hello everyone, this is Cameron Snow with Danomics.com. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing how to use the decline curve calculation flow tools that we've recently developed. So, as you're aware, Danomics has a production analysis module that allows you to go in and automatically generate decline curves for all of the wells in your database. You can display these on the map. You can go in and you can override the parameters as needed here in the stats window, where you'll see a useful summary of things such as the well's expected EUR, cumulative production, 3, 6, and 12-month cum production numbers, as well as some economics if you've entered the economics in. In the full decline curve analysis module, you can rapidly filter your data based on things like cumulative production, gas-oil ratio, lateral length, operator, etc. And you can also put some global constraints on the analysis. Now, once you have, this is great for working interactively with the data, but for many of you, you're just going to want to very quickly run the statistics. You're not really interested in working through each of these wells in a display. And to help accommodate that, we have came out with a decline curve analysis flow tool. And what this flow tool will do is it will just automatically go through and decline out every well in your data set. So let's get started on this. So the way we do this, we start with a points input block. Remember, points input allows us to take any type of tabular data, so that's things like tops, points, and production databases in this case. And remember, when you get started, you can just start typing, and it will automatically filter you to the database you're looking for. We then have our decline curve analysis block. Here, we'll select our well headers. So once again, you can start typing, and this will automatically filter to the correct to the database you want. You choose how you would like to do the decline. So same as in the decline curve analysis package, we have 3 different methods here. We have a max, a first decline, and a best fit. So just to briefly summarize what those do, the max goes through and it starts at the maximum production rate and starts the decline from there. First decline starts from when we see the first decline in production. So that's not necessarily the max. And the best fit applies an exponential penalty starting with the earliest production date and moving later in time. Max is generally what you're going to want to use for most analyses. First decline works well if you have capacity limited production. So let's say, for example, you have a gas well and you're in an area where you just don't have a lot of takeaway capacity, so you're having to choke back your wells. So that's a scenario where first decline would probably be quite useful. And then best fit works really well for evaluating late time production. So especially if you're looking at something like a PDP package, that's where best fit would really come into its own. And you can optionally apply constraints here. So if we choose apply constraints, you put in a minimum and maximum initial decline number, min and max numbers for your B factor, and maximum QI factor. So for the DI, I'm just going to leave that wide open. For my B factor, I'm going to constrain that between, let's say, 0 and 1.3 for this. Of course, you're all going to have your own personal beliefs on what B factor should be. I'm just putting it at 1.3. I'm not saying that is the correct value. And then for the QI, this is how high the QI in your decline curve can go above the maximum observed production. I'm going to put this at a value of 2. And then finally, we need to get our results out. So this is a points output block. And so to do this, we just give this a name, and then we hit the run button here. And so this will initialize a new job that'll run in the background. Then it'll run typically just for a few seconds. This is a database that has around 4,000 wells in it. We see that's already finished. And then the results come out here in this DCA results points, where you can see them here. And the points that get written out are a majority of the production statistics that you'll need, as well as the QI, DI, and B factor of values that you'll need to fully reconstruct the decline curve analysis. All right, I know this was a short video, but that's how easy it is to run our decline curve analysis via a flow tool. Just remember, start with a points input to bring in your production database. Then you bring in the decline curve calc block. You add your well headers, select the start date method, and then optionally apply constraints. And then write it out with a points output block. And if you want to take these points and use them outside of the Danomics platform, just remember you can always right-click and download, and that'll download as a CSV file, so you can really then take that into any other platform you would like. I hope this video was useful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at support@danomics.com. And if you're not yet a user of Danomics, you can always go to www.danomics.com, and on the right-hand side of the header, you will see a link for Create Account, where you can get yourself signed up for a free 30-day trial. Thanks. Goodbye.